Hi guys, it's Megan again, and so I am back with another video. This video is probably gonna be like super short. Yeah. So, what I wanted to talk about is astrology. Astrology and how some people use astrology to some people base their whole life off of astrology, which I can understand and I get it, and I get why some people do that because, sorry, like I feel like astrology is real. I feel like it's real. I don't feel like it's a fake thing, but then at the same time, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm one of those people that if something is happening to me, or if I'm going through a bad time, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's because of this and all this stuff. And then with astrology, it's not just your birth sign, it's all these other different signs too. I haven't looked up all my other signs because I don't know what websites to go to, and then if you go on a website, anybody can write anything. So how do you even know if this stuff is real, if it's fake, if someone's just pulling stuff out of their ass? I don't know. I don't know how you know that. So, I only know my birth sign. I don't know all my other signs and all the stuff. And then there's this thing called Mercury retrograde. I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it is. I don't know. But then, and then people, yeah, I just feel like some people use it and they base their whole life off of it, and they base their whole personality off of it. Like I know how when the moon comes out at a certain time, how that affects the tides in the ocean. So I feel like I believe that we are born in a certain month for a reason, and I feel like people's birth signs, they're those signs for a reason. Like I feel like I'm an Aquarius for a reason. I was born in February, and when I look at like the overall thing of my sign, and when I read it, I'm like, yeah, that's my personality type. That's how I am. Blah blah blah. It says that Aquarius people are like, they're very creative. They're eccentric. They don't like to follow everybody else. They feel like they're completely different from everybody else. They really like doing their own thing, stuff like that. But then when I read other people, and other people say stuff about people who are Aquariuses, they're always talking about how we're devoid of emotion, we're not sensitive people, and how we're stuck in our heads all day. That I agree with, because I'm always in my head. But I don't agree with the like we're not sensitive part, because I'm a big crybaby. Like I cry about everything. When I get mad, I cry. When I get upset, I cry. I am a crybaby. If I wasn't crying about stuff, I would be hitting people and punching walls, because there would be no other way for me to release what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling mad or I'm really angry, I just want to be by myself and just cry, or just listen to music. So I don't like it when people say, I don't like it when people say that we are devoid of emotions and we're not sensitive and blah 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 blah. It's just like it's not weird, but it's annoying, you know. It's annoying. And then the other thing that people do, which has nothing to do with this video, but it's strange to me when people meet you and they're like, what is your sign? This job that I used to have when I was 21, and this girl asked me what my sign was, and I told her, I told her, and she was like, oh, you're an Aquarius? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, that's strange because all of the Aquariuses that I've met, they're all so talkative, and you're not talkative, you're really shy. So I don't know if you're really an Aquarius. And it's like, how are you gonna tell me that I'm not really my birth sign? It's my birthday, I would fucking know. And then I was like, that didn't even make any sense, because just because every single person who is born in February is not going to be shy like me, that doesn't make any sense. They're different people. Different people have different parents. Some people's parents are talkative. Some people are targeted. Some people are not. Some people are loud. Some people are not loud. Some people are outspoken. Some people are not outspoken. That doesn't make any sense. Every person born in that month is not going to be shy like me, and is not going to be a creative person like me. That doesn't make any sense. The overall thing, yeah, but like every single Aquarius person, that doesn't make any sense. And I also find it weird when I go online and I see people writing Virgos are like this, Sagittariuses are like this, Leos are like this, and I'm like, okay, but like it can't be the majority. I mean, maybe it's the majority, but it can't be like every single Leo. It can't be every single Taurus. It can't be every single Virgo. Like, who cares if we all have the same birth sign? We're all not gonna be the same individually, because individually people are different and people have different personality traits. Oh my god, it's just so strange to me. I saw something online, and someone was asking how Aquariuses are, what is the word? Gosh, not chill. How Aquariuses are very, oh my god, I'm trying to think of the word. Like people who, she was like, how, because her mother is an Aquarius, so she was asking other Aquarius, she was like, how are you guys like this? So she was basically asking, like, for the people who don't get mad and who don't get upset all the time, and if they do encounter something that was to make another person upset, they don't let it get to them. Like, they don't let it get to them. They don't let things make them upset. They, if they're mad about something, they're not gonna stay mad about it for like 10 minutes. In like 3 minutes, they're over it. So she was basically asking, like, how can Aquariuses be like that and not be so sensitive and blah blah. And all the people in the other comments were responding, and they were like, yeah, I'm cold-hearted and I show no emotions and I don't get mad about everything. And I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I wrote that my boyfriend is a Sagittarius and he's like this. He's not an Aquarius like me. And it was, I think all those people were lying, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know those people. Maybe they could be telling the truth. But then I actually saw two comments where I was like, the people were actually saying, this doesn't make any sense, because like I'm an Aquarius and I'm really sensitive and I do get mad about stuff, and if something makes me upset, like I'm like really mad about it. And no, I can't just be mad about something for 3 minutes and then just not be mad anymore. No. And I was like, yeah, yeah, those two comments made sense to me. But reading the other comments just didn't make any sense at all. Like, yeah, we're devoid of emotions and we're not sensitive people and we don't cry that much. Like, that is so stupid and silly. And you know what I feel like? I feel like it's this thing that people do where they base their life around astrology. They base their life on their birth sign and all the other signs, because it's not just one sign, but they base their whole life on the different signs and all this stuff. And I feel like for most people, when they read, like, when it says what type of personality you have, or who or how you are as a person, I feel like the majority of people will read that and they'll be like, yeah, I am like that, even if they're not like that. Because I'll read stuff about my sign and I'm like, well, that doesn't really apply to me though. Like, the rest of it does, but that doesn't really apply to me. Or I'll read something and I'll be like, yeah, that's not really true. Like, when it comes to me, that's not true, you know? So I just feel like people they feel like astrology is like a guide for their life, and it's like, no, astrology is not a guide for your life. You can be the guide for your life because you're in control of what you do with your life. You're in control of your own life. No one else, not the stars, not the moon sign, not the moon. Even though I think it's real, but I don't base it off of, oh my god, I can't do this, or this is not gonna happen because it said in this, or whatever. Or, and the worst, I think the worst is when you have those people who they won't date someone else because, sorry, they won't date someone else because their signs say they're incompatible or that they're not gonna match. That is foolishness. you know, when I was younger and when I would like talk to other guys when I was single, like I would look up their sign and my sign just to see, because I was like, oh, okay, let's see what it's gonna say. So I used to do that because I was bored. I didn't really care, but I would do that, and I was like, oh, and sometimes it would match, sometimes it wouldn't, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, it's not that deep to me. Like if I meet some, if I was still single and I met somebody and our signs didn't match, I wouldn't be like, oh, we can't date and all of this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Even my current boyfriend now, I think I saw something somewhere and it said, yeah, I said compatible signs for Aquariuses, and his sign was like on the non-compatible list. And I was like, well, too bad, who cares? I like him. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I love him. So, you know, and then it was talking about why it's not compatible, and I was like, this is so ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And some people will literally not talk to someone because, oh, the signs are not gonna match. No, maybe you should just talk to the person, and then if you guys don't match, okay, and if you guys don't click, okay, but if you guys do, like, who cares? That's so weird. And I don't ask people stuff like that because I don't care. And the only sign I know is my sign and my boyfriend's sign now, but other than that, like, I don't know. Like, if someone was like, I don't know what the other months, I don't know what their signs are. I have no idea. I know the names, like I know Leo, Taurus. I just don't know what months they're for, and I don't really care. The only one I know is mine, and that's about it. So, I just think people need to, stop looking for something else to tell you how to live your life, to tell you what type of person you should be, and all this stuff. No, I think well, I don't think, you should determine what type of life you have. You should determine what type of person you want to be. You should determine who you are as a person, who you want to become, what type of life you want to have, if you want to be happy, if you want to do certain things. Like, you shouldn't rely on astrology to do that. And I found this website called astro.com, and sometimes I'll go on it and I'll read about my horoscope and stuff like that. Like, I'll read my horoscope for the week, and then I'll read the other stuff that pertains to like my birth sign and my moon sign and all of that. Like, I'll read all of that, you know. I mean, and it's interesting. Like, it's interesting, and then it will tell me, like, if I was to go on it tomorrow, it will tell me, oh god, it will tell me like what I'm feeling, or something like that, or what I should do for the day, stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, it's interesting, but I don't take it as like, oh my god, if I don't do this and this is gonna happen, if I don't do that and all this stuff. And then it'll show me, and even like when it shows me day to day, because it's like everyday thing, but I don't go on it every day. But every day it will say, because if I was to go on it every day, it would say you should do this for tomorrow. What's today's date? Today is. It will say you should do this for April 17th. For April 17th, Wednesday, 2008. I know that came out wrong, but yeah. But for the day of Wednesday, April 2019, it will tell me I should do this for the day. It will tell me what I'm feeling, and then it will tell me about the love part, because it has a love part, and so it'll tell me about that. You know, it's interesting to me sometimes and all of that. And then it has a part where like it shows a circle, and then it shows like all the different signs. I don't understand that part because I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me, so I don't even look at that because I don't understand it. But yeah, I just find it interesting. I do believe it's real. You know, I do think astrology is real, but I'm not going to, you know, I'm not gonna not do certain things or not talk to certain people because my sign says, oh, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. Maybe like a few tiny things, you know, tiny things. Yeah, and even those tiny things, if it tells me not to do it, I won't do it because certain things have happened to me in my life before. So I'm like, okay. So to me, it makes sense because what it's telling me not to do, you know, I've done it before and it didn't work out. So yeah, so that's the only way I will listen. If it says you shouldn't do this or whatever, or you should do less of this, you should do more of this. So yeah, but other than that, you know, it's just okay. You know, it's there. I look at it sometimes. It's interesting, you know. But I thought this video was gonna be like 10 minutes. It's getting too long. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to talk about. I don't think astrology should determine your life. You should determine your life. You should, you know, make something out of yourself, and you should, you know, just make something out of yourself, and it should be coming from you. It shouldn't be coming from astrology. It shouldn't be coming from anybody else. It shouldn't be coming from anything else. It should be coming from you, from within. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's it. Until next time. Bye.